tooth soap, baking soda, crushed bones, and oyster shells. I bet you didn't know that these were all forms of toothpaste we used to use back in the day. Well, something we use every day, toothpaste, but don't really know much about. Naturally, thinking about the subject got me interested in it, so I did some research, and I knew just like everything else as an item, toothpaste had a history, a purpose, has its pros, and has its cons. So, this is what I'll be going through with you in this speech today. First things first, what's the purpose of toothpaste? Well, easy, they have it on every bottle. Whitens, helps prevent cavities, gingivitis, fights plaque, takes off stains, helps gums. Easy, you know? But what I did find interesting, I read that you can brush your teeth with a toothbrush without toothpaste for the rest of your life and be perfectly fine. Strange, weird, interesting. So, what does toothpaste do? I looked into it a little further and I found out it's all about the ingredients inside your toothpaste. First one being fluoride. Anything with the ADA stamp on your toothpaste bottle, which stands for American Dental Association, is going to have fluoride in it. And what fluoride does, it rebuilds the crystals back in your enamel, which is the outer layer of your teeth. Crazy, something that rebuilds crystals inside your teeth. I bet you a lot of people didn't even know we have crystals on our teeth. The next thing here is desensitizing agents. And what that does, it makes your teeth less sensitive by making your teeth thicker. I mean, you can't feel them getting thicker, you can't see it, but if you were to go get x-rays on your teeth, it'll prove that if you have desensitizing agents inside your toothpaste, it's going to get thicker. Next ones are things called abrasives. Now they're microscopic, they're tiny abrasives called silica or mica. And what they do, they act as a polish. They polish your teeth. They make it easier to clean. They make them more visible. They scratch the gum off, the plaque off, and make them shinier. They also have foaming agents. You ever brush your teeth and it gets all foamy in your mouth and hits your lips and starts running in the sink and all that stuff? Yeah, all the time, right? Well, the foaming agent is so the toothpaste spreads evenly inside your mouth and makes sure it hits everywhere. The teeth, the gums, in between your teeth, the tongue, all around your mouth. The problem is this foaming agent is disgusting. So they flavor your toothpaste with natural flavoring like mint, wintergreen, stuff like that, you know? Now the last one I found in a lot of toothpaste, but not all of them, is teeth whitener. And it's simple, it does just that. It whitens your teeth by using bleach. Now, the next part of my speech, the most interesting thing I was looking into, the history of toothpaste. I found a lot of things and read a lot of crazy stuff, and the weirdest ones being burning wolves, rabbits, and bird heads and using them as toothpaste, or fish bones and scrubbing your teeth with it. Crazy, huh? A little painful. I wouldn't want to do that either. But the first kind of ritual thing I could find was back in 27 AD. Now, it wasn't a form of toothpaste or something you could scrub with, but it was a lot of little things you could do. The first thing they believed in and did was they would drink goat's milk for sweetness of the breath. Then they would get turtle's blood and rinse their mouth out with it 3 times a year. Now check this last one out. They would get bags of urine and they would storage them and stock them sometimes to 3 months, and they would use them as mouthwash. Pretty gross. I wouldn't want to do that either, right? Yeah. Now the first thing I could actually find as an ingredient or a form of toothpaste was in the 18th century. And they didn't call it a toothbrush, they called it a tooth stick. So they put it on a tooth stick. And what it was you get 1.5 ounces of cinnamon, 1.5 ounces of dragon's blood. Yeah, dragon's blood. That's where all the dragons went. They killed them to get the blood. And then they get 1 ounce of aluminum foil. They'd burn the aluminum foil up and they'd crush that stuff together and they put it on their tooth stick and stab their teeth, it sounds like, with it. Sounds very painful. Again, I wouldn't want to do that. It wasn't until the 19th century they started calling it a toothbrush. And the recipe there, they had a couple of them, but the one that was most favored and the one everybody would use is they get 1 ounce of myrrh and they get 2 spoonfuls of their favorite honey. And they'd mix that together, put it on a toothbrush and scrub their teeth. The only problem was your mouth and your teeth had to constantly be wet, or that honey would stick in there and get gunked up and it'd be kind of hard to brush your teeth. So that was the only problem then. It wasn't until the 20th century where we started finding ingredients in toothpaste like we do today. Fluoride, desensitizing agents, flavoring, foaming stuff, flavors, teeth whitening, all that good stuff, you know? It wasn't until about then. The next thing now, the pros. Obvious, you know, it says it on the bottle of your toothpaste, what it does for you. Fights gingivitis, fights plaque, resists tartar, freshens breath, whitens teeth, makes your smile better. So the pros are obvious. They even sell toothpaste now that for people with sensitive teeth, sensitive gums, people who want to whiten their teeth, people who want to make their gums healthier. They sell all kinds of toothpaste. If you don't like the wintergreen taste of toothpaste, they even sell different flavors like orange, pine, lemon, even whiskey, peanut butter, almond. They sell all kinds of stuff, crazy, even vanilla. Yeah, for people who like ice cream, even vanilla flavored toothpaste. Now the cons, kind of hard to find. I had to look everywhere for that stuff, had to research, had to dig, had to look here and there. Wasn't too many cons, but I did find some negatives about toothpaste. The first one being what everybody experiences. After you brush your teeth, your food and your drinks taste kind of funny. And a lot of people don't know the answer to this, but I did find an answer. I did find an explanation. And that's because the fluoride found in toothpaste mixed with your saliva and the acidity level of the food alters your taste receptors, and it makes food taste bitter. You at least have to wait 30 minutes, at least. Sometimes more than that, depends on the person and the toothpaste and the amounts of fluoride in the toothpaste. But the only positive thing I did read about that, I haven't done it yet, but apple is supposed to taste tons, a lot better after you brush your teeth. I'm going to try that and I'll let you guys know, but I'm not very sure. The next negative, the next con I could find was the abrasives found in the toothpaste. The silica and the mica. Now, most people it's fine. This is very rare. Some people, I'm sure you might have heard some people who have this problem, but the abrasives in the toothpaste, sometimes they're too many or they're too rough for the person. And it doesn't even matter if they have hard bristles or soft bristles, but when they're brushing their teeth, the abrasives start scratching their gums and they start bleeding. And they actually do the opposite to the teeth. Instead of preventing decaying, they actually help decay it. They start scratching away at not just the enamel, but everything else underneath it and start getting rid of your teeth. Again, you can't see that or feel that, but you go to the dentist and you get a screenshot of your teeth, you can tell it's going down. And some people don't know the answer to that. It's kind of scary, you know. But again, that's not everybody. It's very few people. The last one, the most controversial one, is the fluoride found in toothpaste. Now, fluoride is a natural chemical found on the earth. It's a little bit in water, a little bit in our air, even in some of our plants. And if you swallow a little bit, you're okay. But if you do ingest enough, you will get fluoride poisoning. And nobody wants to get poisoning. It's poison, you know. That's why it's called fluoride poisoning. Nobody likes that stuff. I couldn't really find any effects of it, what it do, but that's why they do have an emergency contact on the back of your toothpaste bottle, just in case you do ingest it for fluoride poisoning. So call that number. That is also why they suggest that children 6 years and under only use a pea-sized amount of toothpaste. And that's why even some toothpaste brands recommend that kids 3 years and under don't even use toothpaste because they're scared for them to swallow it. Now, here to the end here, I mean, you're looking at the goods and the bads. It's obvious the good far outweighs the bad. I mean, we're going to continue using toothpaste, plus it's way better than that stuff they used to do back then in the day, you know. I'm not brushing my teeth with tinfoil. Screw that. That's going to hurt me. It's going to be bad. But the good outweighs the bad, you know. And we're going to keep getting toothpaste. Toothpaste is going to keep advancing. We don't even recognize it, but it's going to keep getting better. The negatives are going to go down to zero. I mean, I only found 3 problems, so they're going to go away eventually. The tasting and all that good stuff, you know. But I'm going to tell you something. Next time you go in the grocery store or go shopping for some toothpaste, since we know now that you can brush your teeth and be fine, pay attention to the ingredients in toothpaste. You might be able to save yourself a buck. You know, if the same ingredients are in this Colgate as that other brand there and it's cheaper, hey, save yourself some cash if they're the same ingredients. Buy the cheaper one because it's going to do the same thing because they have the same ingredients. Well, that's all. I hope you guys learned a lot about toothpaste. See you next time.